So you're just getting some of the jus. Welcome to our kitchen. We are back with another food and wine review for you. Yes, it has been highly requested. We don't have a lot of views on these videos, but those of you that enjoy them really do enjoy them and have missed them, and you have been messaging me, Andri, when is Rico going to do another one? So he is back. I have persuaded him to come back, and yeah, but before we get on to the food and wine, you know what's going to happen now. Yeah, if you're not already subscribed, we would love for you to subscribe, and whilst you're there you can ring our bell, and a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. Okay, today's recipe is a lamb recipe, and today's wine is a red wine. It is a red Zinfandel, that's correct, isn't it? And you better not be pulling any faces, because we know, and we are watching, and I have spilt some of my wine. My wine that I'm having here as a wee aperitif is Assyrtiko. It is dry, it is Greek, and cheers! Over to you, Rico.
Well, welcome back everybody, and first of all, sorry that we haven't made any videos, and I have actually missed them. Anyway, let's get on to the wine. 1000 Stories, Zinfandel from California, from the Medocino Valley. The winemaker is Bob Blue. It's 14.5% volume, a whopping 14.5% volume. The wine is matured in French and American oak barrels and finished off in charred bourbon barrels, which give it its distinct flavour and charisma, and I'm rather looking forward to it.
As always.
As always. We're going to actually open the wine, and I'm going to decant it and let it breathe and just let it open up before having. Each of the bourbon barrels that the wine is finished off in are numbered, and this one is from batch number 065, so that barrel 065 is used year upon year, and this one comes from barrel 065.
Do the numbers mean anything?
They know what's been matured in that wine, because they do other wines that they use the barrels for, so maybe they do all, I'm not 100% sure, but all the Zinfandels must go into barrel 65 or 67, 067. They have so many of the barrels, and they're all individually numbered. Shall we open it? Okay, let's decant. I'm actually going to put it through the aerator. Let it open up a wee bit quicker.
So that's the wine right there, that's the label.
Here. First of all, we have some lovely Scottish lamb here, which has been French trimmed. We've got 2 racks provided to us by our normal butcher, which is Strakencraft Butchers, a local butcher.
You say provided, but we paid for this.
Correct. Yes,
so this is not sponsored.
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
And we're going to cook it in the oven. We're going to put a wee crust on it and cook it in the oven.
You've already got the oven preheating at the moment, haven't you? So
200 degrees.
200 degrees, so the oven is on.
So for the crust, we're going to use some fresh herbs which I picked from the garden. You could use a variety of herbs, but I'm using fresh oregano, fresh parsley, and some fresh rosemary. And I've also added a little more thyme to it, some dried thyme, half a teaspoon of dried thyme, and some oregano, and a wee touch of cumin. So that's all the herbs that are going to go into it. I've got a quarter of a red chilli finely chopped here. I've got some lemon juice and zest of lemon there as well. 2 teaspoons of garlic paste, and I'm also going to put some mustard and olive oil, and obviously some salt and pepper in the crust.
You've got here potatoes,
which
you've parboiled.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
so what are you going to do with them? Are you
I'm just going to quickly saute them up with a wee bit of butter.
Just for you?
For myself. And here we've got some baby spinach, which I'm going to wilt down, and then I'm going to finish off with some shallots, some garlic, and some fresh cream.
And that'll be for me?
Correct.
Well, for both of us, but again, that's very keto friendly as well, with the cream and the spinach, and of course the protein here, the lamb, the rack of lamb, is also very keto friendly.
So what we'll do is we'll start by making the herb coating. We'll just add all the ingredients in a bowl and mix them well together. So we're going to add some olive oil, not extra virgin or anything, just some olive oil, about 2 or 3 tablespoons in there. We'll add
that's what that looks like.
The juice of a whole lemon in here, and the zest of a lemon. Just put in all the herbs, the garlic, chilli, 2 teaspoons of the whole grain mustard, and we'll just mix that together. Add some salt, some ground black pepper. That'll be it ready for coating the lamb.
So the coating has just been set aside for the lamb. I assumed Rico was going to rub it just now, but he's not. So what you're going to do just now, Rico?
What we're going to do is going to seal the lamb, give it some colour, and then we're going to add the coating to it and then roast it in the oven. Okay, so we've got the pan on here, and we'll just use this oil again, the olive oil. Just let that heat up a little, and then we'll add the lamb. So we're going to season the lamb as well, just with salt and pepper now, before we put it in the pan. As you can see here, the lamb is nice and dry. I've patted the fat down well, and it's very dry, ready for cooking.
So you just use like kitchen paper to...
Correct. Looks nice and hot now. It's started to smoke, so I just want to turn it on the other side.
So you're just going to leave them in there now until they seal and brown.
Yes.
Now going to turn them over. Okay, so you've sealed them on the ends as well.
Yes.
Okay. So you basically just stood it on its side.
Yes.
Okay, now just basting.
When people make the crust for a lot of lamb dishes, they put breadcrumbs in it.
Right.
But even though ours is keto friendly, I wouldn't have put breadcrumbs in it anyway because I prefer it this way because it leaves, it's a lot lighter and it just gives a, breadcrumbs makes it a heavy meal. Okay, so that's them, and we are going to put that into the oven.
That looks absolutely delicious. So that's it basically. So you browned it, you put your dressing over it, and now you're just going to put it into the oven.
Put it into the oven, 200 degrees, about 20 minutes it would be medium rare, about 30 minutes it should be medium to well. I can take my lamb pink, I would be quite happy to have it medium, but I'll cook it a wee bit further just because I really like yours well done. Probably I'll have the centre parts and you'll get the ends. So while the lamb is cooking, we're going to wilt down the spinach, then we're going to put it back in we're going to drain it, put it back in the pan, saute up some shallots and garlic, add the spinach back to it, and add some cream to it, and that's going to be one of our vegetables today. Right. Got the spinach which has been washed, it's nice and wet, and put it in this pan, just pile it up.
But you're putting it in a frying pan basically?
Yeah, we'll just put it on the at a low heat.
So this is when you're referring to wilting the spinach, correct. Basically this is what you're doing.
Yes.
This is what you're going to do now.
Correct. And we'll just sit it on there. Medium heat.
So no water, no nothing, just what's on.
The spinach is wet, so it'll be fine at that. And just leave it on there for 10-15 minutes and it'll be fine. And we'll season it later.
So that's it, starting to wilt down, so you're just giving it a stir basically. So you haven't really stirred it up until now?
No, that's it. Spinach has been on about near enough 10 minutes, so we're going to take it off now and drain it. And then we'll put it back in the pan and cook it off with the shallots and the garlic. Just give it that wee squeeze out as well now to get rid of excess water.
That's so it doesn't affect the cream, isn't it, as well?
That's right.
Okay, so that's the pan back on the hob, adding some olive oil.
About a tablespoon in there.
Just going to heat the oil up, and then what you're going to put in the
shallots and the garlic.
So meanwhile we have the wine here, and it's
been passed through the aerator, so it's opened up and we're just letting it breathe a little more before serving. So we'll add the shallots to the pan. These were 2 of the long shallots and I've just sliced them up, chopped them up. Just spread these down a little. And we'll add the garlic and the spinach.
So it's just sweating the shallots off until they are translucent.
I'll add the garlic now. Okay.
Oh, my camera's steamed up. The garlic with the shallots now. And oh my goodness! The aromas!
We're going to add the spinach now as well. And at this point we'll season with salt and pepper.
We hear you, Lily.
So we're going to add some cream to this now. Double cream. About 200 mils, that'll do it.
Joys of keto. You don't have to worry about the fat. Rico's now turning the heat down. Just going to leave it for a couple of minutes.
Yep.
He's also got a pan ready here for his potatoes. He's adding butter, which I could eat on the keto, but not giving the spinach a wee stir while the butter is melting here.
We're going to take the lamb out, okay?
Okay. That's the lamb now buzzing. Wow, 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 wow. Listen to that noise. Oh my goodness me. So Rico's just now put some foil over the lamb. He's allowing it to rest as it's tired. The spinach is looking good. The butter
potatoes are going to go in.
has melted. Potatoes are going into butter, which have already been part-boiled. Adding salt and pepper. And this is going to be
Dinner.
dinner. Oh my god, these look good. These look good. I've not had potatoes for I don't know how long, but these look good.
And I'm going to eat them all, honey.
You are going to eat them all. I'm strong. I do not need carbs in my life. Okay, Rico is now going to carve the lamb. How good does that look? That's not hard. Oh, that looks pretty perfect for you, Rico. Might need to fry it off a wee bit for me.
I'll just put it in the oven for 2 minutes, honey. It is perfect.
Just going back in the tray. So the first rack that Rico's just carved is going into the oven because I can't eat lamb like that. And he's going to carve his, but he's not going to put it in the oven. Rico is now going to plate his spinach. The lamb, which is pink for him. Potatoes for him. Oh my god, those potatoes look good. Okay, that's mine out of the oven now. That's all I get, spinach. Gonna have to put more spinach than that in my plate, Rico.
No, there's always a second helping, honey. Okay.
Getting some of the jus.
And some of the crust that came off. There's not a bit of jus there, but yeah. Shall we eat?
Oh, can't wait.
Been looking forward to this. Food and wine. Certainly plenty of berries on the nose. Raspberry, strawberry, currants. The tannins are quite good. It's very, very well balanced. And there's a sweetness in the wine, although it's dry. I think it could come obviously from the finishing of the wine in the bourbon barrels. Must give it that, just that little bit of sweetness. It is a lovely wine. Go on, have a taste, darling.
Do you not want to taste your food, or will I?
Okay then. The lamb is melting your mouth. Lovely, lovely Scottish lamb. Beautifully cooked. I think you're going to enjoy this.
But Lily here staring, waiting. We're going to try the wine first.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Oh, that is good wine. That is lovely wine. You didn't say the price of this, did you?
Well, it averages around £15 a bottle. And at the moment in Sainsbury's it's discounted to £12. But on various, I checked on various markets and they're all about the £15 mark.
Okay.
So
right, so tannins, you don't get that on
no, they're very soft. They're quite
very
soft. It's well balanced, as I said.
It's very velvety.
Yep.
Is how I would describe it. It's probably really easy to drink, and at what, 14%?
14 and a half.
14 and a half, that's not a good thing.
No.
But it's absolutely delicious, and I think it's going to go really well with the lamb because...
Do you get that wee bit of sweetness when you taste it?
Really
Obviously,
lovely.
it's a lovely wine. I would definitely buy this again.
I tend to pick up sweetness a lot easier now because
Yeah.
I'm not eating sweet things.
Anyway, would you like to taste your...
Are you rushing me?
Not at all.
I think you're rushing me.
Not at all.
Okay. Bit of lamb. No potatoes. Some spinach. Lamb is so tender. The spinach is delicious. The dressing, there's a bit of the dressing there. Oh my goodness. It's absolutely delicious.
Well, chin chin.
Cheers.
Cheers everybody, and here's to the next time.
If you would like to see more videos from more, I will link one here, and if you're not already subscribed, just press the A right here, and I'll catch you next time. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. Cheers.